Hello and welcome to Wycombe High TV News. I'm Ashmitha in Year 8.
And I'm Hannah, also in Year 8. The Wycombe High headlines this week.
It was wet, but it was wonderful how 121 students braved the rain on the Duke of Edinburgh Awards expedition.
Reasons why, Wycombe High, we discover why this year's Sixth Form Exploration Live is an event not to be missed.
Plus, you asked for more, so we've got a double delight from the musical Oliver for this week's highly talented TV treat. All that to come, but first, it's the political party conference season, and this week the Conservative Party have been meeting in Manchester, so what better time to ask Wycombe High students what they would do if they were Prime Minister and in power. Zara and Bishma in Year 7 present this report.
My name is Zara.
Hi, my name is Bishma.
And today we're going to be asking Wycombe High students what they'd do if they were Prime Minister.
I wouldn't take away universal credit because I feel if you take it away, families might have to make tough decisions.
What about you?
I would probably lower the taxes again because there are people that are struggling due to the pandemic and they're struggling to get lots of money and enough to pay the taxes because it's a bit silly that they've risen the taxes again, so I would lower the taxes.
What would you do if you were Prime Minister?
If I was Prime Minister, I would give people in poverty more jobs because they need money to fend for themselves.
So what would you do if you were Prime Minister?
If I was Prime Minister, I would help people in poverty by not raising the taxes.
What would you do if you were Prime Minister?
If I were Prime Minister, I would spend more money on children's education for a brighter future.
In other news, it's now just 11 days to go to one of the big events of the year, our Sixth Form Exploration Live. The live TV show and Q&A is for Year 11 students currently at Wycombe High, as well as those thinking of transferring here from other schools. Presented by head girl Evie alongside her two deputies, Per and Martha, the event will showcase the courses on offer and give you the chance to discover why Wycombe High could be the perfect choice for you. In the run-up to the big day, our reporters, Paige and Swetha, have been talking to other Year 12 students to find out what makes Wycombe High's Sixth Form so special.
Hi, I'm Swetha.
And I'm Paige and we're in Year 12. Today we're going to be talking to our fellow Year 12 students about their Wycombe High School Sixth Form experience.
We're going to find out why they chose Wycombe High School Sixth Form, why it's so unique, and the advice I would give to prospective Wycombe High School Sixth Form students.
Why did you decide to come to Wycombe High School Sixth Form?
I chose Wycombe High Sixth Form with the extensive range of subjects offered and also the extracurricular activities on display, and also with a focus on single sex differs from my previous Sixth Form.
I chose Wycombe High Sixth Form because I stayed on from Year 11 and the transition from GCSE to A-level, it was really supportive, especially from the teachers. And I'm very familiar with the students and the teachers, and so there's a lot of good resources, and so I thought it'd just be best to stay on.
Well, Wycombe High Sixth Form offered a wide range of subjects which quite appealed to me. It's one of the only schools around here that offered philosophy and ethics, which was particularly something I was interested in.
They have a lot of extracurricular things that you can do, and a lot of societies. So I do debate society, and they have opportunities for you to do things outside of school as well, so there are competitions. And I go to politics society. There's lots of other things involved in music and sport and anything you want to do, really.
What would be your top tips for future Wycombe High Year 12s?
I would say don't let yourself become overwhelmed with the new types of work. There's a lot that you need to keep up with. Don't let yourself get behind. Do the best that you can. For me, I do computer science, and I would definitely recommend, even if it's a subject you've never done it before, trying out new subjects for A-level because they can be really interesting. I personally love computer science, and I do everything I can to keep on top of my work, even if it's a lot. So I would recommend that.
I was a lot of support at this school for reading beyond the specifications, so particularly just look beyond what we are supposed to be teaching and go for extra reading, go for extra resources which will be provided by your teachers.
So the A-levels I took were English, History and French. And my biggest tip for English would be annotate your book. It's so important. If you don't do it straight away, you're going to start falling behind, and that creates a bit of a downward spiral, not good. For history, I would say organise your notes. Type them all up, make them look pretty, put them in a nice note file, but make sure they're organised, otherwise when you look back on it, it will be a bit pants. And I'd say for French, watch lots of French films with French subtitles on, because that means you see how grammar works out, as well as, learn to speak a bit quicker.
What makes Wycombe High School so unique?
Well, we have our own sixth form block, which you can see in the background. We have our own cafe and a new study space and lots of areas where you can do your work. And then we also have loads of outdoor space as well, which you can use for sport or socialising. Everyone can sit out here at lunch, and it's a really nice place to be.
I think one of the best things that makes Wycombe High so unique is that we get to wear our own clothes in sixth form, which is so cool. We get to express ourselves, and I love walking in every day because everyone looks so colourful and it's gorgeous. Another thing is that we have our own sixth form block, which is amazing. It's away from the main school, so it's a lot quieter. We have a little cafe, which makes me feel very grown up. And it's amazing. I'd really recommend coming here.
To register for Sixth Form Exploration Live, please visit our website wycombehighschool.com. Last weekend, 121 Wycombe High students braved the wind and torrential rain to take on the wilds of the Chilterns on their Duke of Edinburgh bronze expedition. And despite the appalling weather, a wonderful time was apparently had by all, including our own Wycombe High TV reporter Anya in Year 10.
And we're saying goodbye to the National Trust. There's a monument. And we're off. Figuring out where we're going next, because as you can see we are kind of soaked. Yes, okay. See you at our next stop. Yeah, the iPad.
Even worse than it was.
The iPad is really wet and we're soaked. Yeah. But so far we've made some nursery rounds up, which has been quite interesting. And we have had some really pretty views as well, besides the fog. Officially just found the campsite. How do you feel, Imogen?
We found it!
It's just between those trees. I don't know if you can see those tents. And that's where we're heading. We're just heading there now. And oh my gosh, we can't wait to get into a nice dry tent at the campsite, which is amazing.
Oh, it's great. We're getting ready for bed. And I think all of us really need it.
Okay, so we're currently now in our tent. I mean, it was kind of wet, so I didn't show you any of the cooking or putting up the tent.
7:30.
It's 7:30 and it is completely raining outside. The bottom of our tent is really wet, but the sleeping bags are okay.
Beginning of day 2, we're on the move.
Yep, we've had our breakfast packed up and we're now setting off from the campsite. It's just behind us, you can probably see.
Yeah. How's everyone feeling so far?
Good. Good. Tired.
Do you want the honest answer or the real answer?
Well, what's the difference?
Oh wait, the honest answer or the I love DV answer.
Well, I mean, we have to send it to year 8, so preferably the I love DV.
Great. I'm feeling brilliant. I'm feeling so energetic, and I can't wait to finish this walk.
Because we have to do an aim on DV, and so our aim was to do an A to Z photo challenge of the Chilterns, and we have just got, I think, Z and possibly X to go. 2 most challenging letters, but yeah, the most awkward. But X marks the spot on the map for the finish, which will be fine. We have just had lunch, and so we're gonna do our favourite part, our least favourite part, and the most challenging part. Who wants to start?
Imogen, do you want to start?
Imogen, we'll start this way then.
Favourite part was spending time with friends. Least favourite part, probably the rain. Most challenging thing for me was trying to boil water this morning, because me, being the stupid person I am, forgot to turn the gas on.
I think my favourite has probably been kind of, I know this is kind of weird, but in the evening, like before we went to bed in the tents, we were just kind of messing around, chatting. That was fun.
That was fun.
Least favourite, probably like 90% of yesterday.
It was raining, so basically the rain.
We are finally here, and I cannot wait to go home. I mean, I've loved the experience, but I cannot wait to go home.
There's people over there finishing. It's beautiful. That is amazing. What a nice view to finish to.
That is a very nice.
And DV is complete.
Wow, that was one wet weekend. Congratulations to everyone who went on the expedition, all 121 of you. And there was another school trip this week, also a lot of fun, but nowhere near as gruelling. Delayed from the end of last term because of lockdown, last Friday nearly 200 Year 12 students finally got to go to Thorpe Park.
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. got nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Got nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Now I have to say, that's more my cup of tea. Thanks to all of you who wrote to say how much you enjoyed Janelle in Year 8 singing last week in the first of our new highly talented series where we unearth secret hidden talents from among the students here at Wycombe High. Well, you asked for more, so this week we thought we'd give you a bit of Oliver. Next February, Wycombe High will be staging our version of the Lionel Bart musical and already rehearsals are well underway. 2 students will be taking on the lead role of Nancy and we persuaded them to give us a sneak peek at their amazing singing talent. Here's Amani, Daya and Mariam to do the introductions.
Hi, I'm Mariam.
I'm Daya.
And I'm Amani.
And we're here in the music block
for the second of our series, Highly Talented,
where Dia and Maddie will be singing As Long As He Needs Me from the musical Oliver.
As long as he needs me, oh yes, he does need me. In spite of what you see, I'm sure that he needs me. Who else would love him still when they've been used so ill? He knows I always will, as long as he needs me. I miss him so much when he is gone, but when he's near me, I don't let on. The love I feel inside, the love I have to hide, the hell I've got to my pride, as long as he needs me.
That was amazing. I wish I could sing like that. Can't wait to see what new talent we uncover next week. In the meantime, don't forget you can catch up with all things Wycombe High 7 days a week via our unique and award-nominated website, wycombehighschool.com. But we'll leave you with some more music, a montage of memories from that Duke of Edinburgh bronze expedition. It may have been windy, it may have been wet, but for the brave 121 students who took part, it was wonderful just the same. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
When I wake up, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering to you. But